Okay, hello. Long time no speak, eh? Sorry I haven't made a video in ages. I've just been really busy with exams, and I still am busy with exams, but I thought, look, it's been like 3 months. I need to make something. And I was gonna do a Rise of Nations thing again, but for some reason Fraps is hating various video games of mine. It doesn't like Medieval anymore. It doesn't like Rome Total War anymore, and it doesn't like Rise of Nations, and it is kind of on and off with every other game. So this is the only one that I found that it actually works quite well, and I've actually had quite a good couple of battles on this, so I thought I'd share these with you guys. You know, why not? Now, which one of these was the good one? Okay. So, this is Company of Heroes. I'm sure many of you have played it and heard of it before. In this game, I'm going against a random online person. I was only level 3, and the other guy was level 2, Panzer Elite, I think. But it was still a really good game, and I want to show you how to do like a marine-based attack force, like a generic American strategy trying to be implemented by me. Well, let's turn off the fog of war. So first thing I did was I started to construct barracks over here, and I built another squad of engineers. I think generically you only make 2 engineers on basic resources. Put a flag down just for the hell of it. So while the barracks is being built up, we're going to get these engineers out, and they're going to go and capture that point over there for me, which is brilliant. The Wehrmacht player is pretty bad, I'm afraid, so you know, this is a very noobish game. If any of you want to say, oh, you're very bad at this game, then it's noob level, so you know, you see how the noobs play. So he's capturing points with his Schwimmwagen, and the Panzer Grenadiers are going about doing their business. So I'm now making a squad of Marines, my first squad of many Marines, and I'm sending both squads of engineers around to capture some points. I picked the Armoured Division, and you may ask why would I pick the Armoured Division on a heavily infantry-based map like this. Mainly because I like to be able to catch a point with armoured vehicles, and on a map like this I don't usually go tanks, I stick to armoured cars. Armoured cars handle Panzer Elite quite well, so, well, early on at least, so we'll see how that goes. So the Panzer Elite guy is capturing the left hand side of the map. He's also building a logistics base, which I think makes like upgrades for your units, I can't remember. So I'm sending my engineers around the map, and I'm going to capture the first point here to get me an early lead. Never ever bother rushing straight to the capture points early on. It's just a waste of time. You're better to actually conquer territory around it, make sure it's secured, and then capture it. Rushing to the point is only going to make you more exposed, and it doesn't give you supplies because it's not in connected territory. So just play to what you think is correct, but honestly, take my advice and just capture it as and when you can. So no contact as to yet. This guy has, I think it's 2 squads of Panzer Grenadiers out. Yep. And this is my first squad of Marines. I generally make about 4 squads of Marines before I build anything else. Marines en masse can handle anything early game. Really, genuinely, they can. They can destroy virtually anything. So this is the first kind of engagement, I guess. My rifleman take a pot shot at that Schwimmwagen. And I think our friend here makes an armoured car. Yeah, he's building an armoured car as we speak. So I'm going to take the second point now with my 2 Marine squads. Meanwhile, my engineers going to secure this ammo point on the right, and I recapture the enemy's fuel point with my other squad of engineers. I'm waiting to be able to build the supply base. We're going to have the first proper skirmish now against these Panzer Grenadiers. So I'm going to move my people into a defensive behind this hay, and I'm going to bring my second squad up to support me. This guy sees that he's being outnumbered very, very heavily, and he retreats them. Meanwhile, his armoured car is out, and that's capturing points on the right-hand flank. And his Schwimmwagen's just being an asshole and capturing points here, there, and everywhere. My other Marine squad is out, so I have about, I think it's five squads out currently. So I'm keeping my enemy on his toes.
You're losing a sector.
I'm sending my engineers after the Schwimmwagen, and as you can see, these Panzer Grenadier squads are trying to capture this point. So I do the same tactic I used before. Basically, I bring in one squad of Marines to distract the Panzer Grenadiers, because they can hold their own against one squad of Marines more or less. Especially if they get the Gyro upgrade, it makes them basically
taking one of our points.
But as you can see here, I flank him from the side. Those Grenadiers don't have a chance. Die. Oh dear, in a bush. So I see that this armoured car is going to be a bitch, so I upgrade to sticky bombs, which is probably a generic upgrade you have against Panzer Elite, I guess, I suppose, I don't know. His Schwimmwagen's being a bitch. But in other news, I now have 3 groups of riflemen just being terrorists everywhere. I decide, you know what, fuck it, if he's going to go and screw over with my base, while my engineer's going on the back of his car, I'll go and capture his only victory point. And his fuel point at that. So this will cut off his entire sector of supplies. Well, he's already got all 3 out of supply. I now start building my supply yard, and life is good. So that little
Composition B
Schwimmwagen's going to go.
Troops can now make sticky bombs.
Meanwhile, he's built a Panzer support command, and I think he's upgraded these units. He's upgraded one of them for definite. Yeah, he's upgraded these with the Gyro upgrade. And he's bringing them back out for another assault. This scout car's going to get it in a minute. Well, I'm spoiling it for you a bit, but hey. I'm making another Marine squad as well. Like, the best way to do this is just flood the entire map with Marines. So this armoured car thinks he's very clever, just fucking off and being a bitch against my units. He doesn't know I have sticky bombs. Really, I didn't even need sticky bombs in reality, but hey, they do this. So yeah, armoured car's fucked, and then the main confrontation begins over here. 2 Panzer Grenadier squads against 3 Marines. I have 2 of them go straight into the fence here on the side. Then I have my other Marines on the distance just firing off. Check out this cocky guy here, just, you know, taking him out at point blank range. So he realises it's a losing fight. I take very minimal casualties compared to him. So he's like, ah shit, get out of there. I make another rifle squad. So basically you can see from the tactical map I've just got rifle squads all over the place. So he's got 2 territories out of supply as well, so we're doing good so far. We're completely dominating. I've upgraded one of my engineers with flamethrowers. Flamethrowers is a great upgrade for engineers in any circumstance, especially on a map like this. You can just more or less... this means they can hold their own against any moderately sized infantry force, especially in numbers. But the Wehrmacht are better at this really than the American infantry. So I'm just going to capture these 2 territory points that the Panzer Elite guy had. What's his name actually? Let's check. Macy. So I control the centre of the map basically, while the whole right side. He is barely holding on to the left. Well, he's got no defences down here, so it's just a matter of me getting over there. I now have enough supplies to build my next building, which will be the, well, we'll see, because I can't remember the names of these things yet. I'm a noob, so remember that. Oh yeah, the motor pool, kind of obvious when I think about it. So here comes his next big attack. He brings the Schwimmwagen up, and he's going to try and capture my fuel point. And he's got his 2
fuel point is being seized.
Fully, well, nearly healed up Panzer Grenadiers back on the stage. He puts them behind the
enemy
destruction of his armoured car. He's going to try and take this victory point down, but he kind of stops it when I attack him. So I bring 1 squad up to, like, distract him. And then I bring my other 2 squads from earlier behind here, even though they don't listen to me. They just go, oh, we won't hide behind the giant stone wall. He's throwing fire bombs. So basically here he's kind of holding his own. I'm taking some casualties, but then we bring this motherfucker. And in the pits, my friend.
Mechanized has their orders. They will now take and hold.
So that just destroys everything.
The enemy is down.
Shows how good flamethrowers are in cover. They do like triple damage in cover or something ridiculous.
Enemy unit
And only 1 Panzer Grenadier escapes that carnage. In the meantime, I immediately start making an armoured car, and this is more or less the end of our dear friend Macy here. He gets another scout car out though, but really that's just pointless. He knows I have sticky bombs, or he should know.